Welcome back and a very good afternoon to all our viewers joining us on Sporty.lk. We are back here at the MCA ground for match number 2 in the MCA Fair First Insurance F Division tournament. We had the first game completed today. McLaren's beating Soft Logic Life quite easily in that game. So Emma Chemi and SAGT will be battling it out in the second game for today. And it's going to be another important game for both these teams in their group, of course. We'll take a look at the points table in between. Power Hand played 1-1 up there. They had a very convincing win this morning. Ansel Textile have done well so far. Ceylon Tobacco played 2-1-1, lost 1. They lost to Power Hand today morning at St. Joseph's College. And Emma Chemi is playing their first game. SAGT have lost 1 after playing 1. Run Path Limited 2. We saw them the other day here at the MCA grounds, played 1 and lost 1. So this is going to be a very, very important game for both these teams. Well, Michael Adams was down there a while ago with the two captains for the toss.
A very good afternoon to everyone. We are here for the second game of the day, and I've got with me the match referee, Mr. Gamini Disanayaka, and the two captains, Imakemi Amila and SAGT. We got Bandara. Who has the coin? Bandara, you have it. Yes, please go ahead. Head. Head is a call. Head. And it's a head. So, Amila. බෝල් කරන්න රැස්වෙලා ඉන්නේ මොන වගේ ටාගට් එකකටද මේ රිසෙක්ට් කරන්නද?
අපි 180කට වගේ යන්න හිතාගෙන ඉන්නවා. අපි හොඳ මේ ටීම් එකක් ඉන්නවා. බැලන්ස් ටීම් එකක් අපි බලමු. අද දවස් හොඳට කරන කට්ටිය දිනයිනේ.
All the best.
Thank you very much.
ඔයා ටොස් එක දින්න නම් මොනවද කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ?
අපි කොහොමත් පන්දු යවන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන හිටියේ ටොස් එක දින්නොත් අපේ බැටින් ලයින් අප් එකත් හොඳ බැටින් ලයින් අප් එකක් ඉන්නවා. අපි ලකුණු 200කට එහා ලකුණු සංඛ්‍යාව බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා බැට් කරලා ලබා ගන්න. මුලින් බැට්.
Okay, so all the best in batting. And the news from the center is that Imakemi have won the toss and they'll be bowling first.
Hello, and that was Michael Adams down there with the toss. So interesting game coming up. As I mentioned, Emma Kemi looking to play their first game. They'll be looking forward to the challenge and try and get a win up front. At the other end, I say GT. For them too, it's very important. They have already lost a game. And for them, it is important that they try and pick up a win. They're ready on the boundary lines, so waiting for the umpires. The two umpires walk out. SAGT, Bandara Disanayaka, Ayesh Pramodya Buddhika, Pradeep, Dhammika Kumar, Danushka Krishan, Dilshan Kadavata Rachi, Dinesh Chamira, Dukshan Rumesh, Kalinga, Mahalanage, Keshapa Veerasingha, Kevin Disoisa, Emma Kemi, Amila Di Silva, Dinura Fernando, Ganjatirka, Govindu Kodikara, Hasindu Maharage, Emma Kil, Mahesh Francis, Mithun Telina, Samantha, Lorenzo Heva, Sanjula Madhushan, and Taranga Fernando. So there you go, the two opening batters are walking out there. Emma Kemi won the toss and elected to field first in this game. As I say, GT will be looking to put on the runs. So Chamira is out there, number 3 on his t-shirt. The fielder changing around, the bowler getting the fielders in the right place. This is their first game, so it takes some time for them to settle in, get the right combinations. Amila De Silva, 5 for 22 is best. We'll be looking for early wickets. Starting proceedings, the batter Dinesh Chamira, 152 his name. Strike rate in T20 cricket probably needs to improve to get it to 100, a runner ball. That's what you'll be looking for. Umpires just waiting to get things going. Calling Mahalonage. That's a better strike rate, 124. That's very good, 150. So he'll probably play the explosive innings. Going to start off proceedings from the Vidya Mavate end. Drives through the offside, a very good start indeed, with outside the off stump. And Dinesh Chamira not holding back. If it's there to be hit, hit it. I think that's exactly what he's telling his partner. If it's an opportunity, go for it. And that's the way you play modern day cricket, especially the T20s. Called dead ball, pulled up in his run-up. Driving through the offside. So 5 on the board. Now we have a right-hand Carling who will take guard. So Amila De Silva conceding a boundary in the first ball. Probably would have not expected the batter to go after it. That could happen. Right in the block hole. Good delivery, but very well played as in between, picking up a couple of runs. So 2 comfortable runs it is. Again, with outside the off stump. This is good batting, positive cricket. Going after it, Kalinga. And that's the width. You need to play without fear. Execution, very well done indeed. So under pressure straight away. Bandara Disanayaka is the captain for SAGT. And we have Amila De Silva, the bowler, who is the captain for Emma Kemi. And not a very good start by the captain. And not a very good start by the captain, so he'll need to try and contain here. He's already conceded 11. Again with outside the off stump, called a wide. So he hasn't shown good control so far. It's the first game, understandably, for them in the tournament. As I mentioned, takes a while, but you cannot take too long. You have to get into your stride straight away. If not, it will prove costly. And suddenly you will look up at the scoreboard and see that the opposition have already got off to a good start. That's very well bowled. Good end into the over. 1 over completed, 12 without loss.
In the heart of Colombo, where
in this F Division tournament earlier today, we saw McLaren's beating Soft Logic by 44 runs here. Power Hand Plantations beat Ceylon Tobacco by 27 runs down at Dali Road. And HMB Assurance won by 27 runs as well at DS Senanaka Grounds versus Attire Private Limited. So HMB Assurance unbeaten so far in the tournament. Taranga Fernando has been given the ball to senior pros of Emma Kemi, opening the bowling. Some slow medium pace. I don't think they will mind it too much, these two batters. They will be looking to get at the bowlers. Won't be surprised if Dinesh Chamira looks to use his feet as well, because there is no pace at all, just a slow military medium. Decides to let that go through. Taking it away and picking up a single. So this is good batting by these two, left and right hander, complementing each other, rotating the strike. Flicking it away on the onside. Drops short of the fielder. Gets a bit of a leading edge. Lucky that didn't go to hand. So this is a good start to the over by Taranga Fernando. He's keeping it very simple. Stump to stump. Telling the batter, you come and hit me if you want to. No pace to work with. No width outside the off stump. That's the way to go. Plays it late into the gap. Cannot beat the field though. Throwing themselves about there. Emakemi in the field. Again, very slow military medium. Very well bowled. Two overs done, 15 without loss. So 15 without loss. Third over about to be bowled. Amila De Silva, he'll continue. This is much better, much better. Learning quickly. Just outside the off stump, a little bit of bounce. Outside the off stump, fishing at it. So after that very expensive first over, things started to quiet down a bit, but this is for, you see the difference. Amila De Silva, his first 4 deliveries were on the stumps. Didn't give the batters any width at all. The 5th delivery outside the off stump, slightly short, and Dinesh Chamira quickly to put it away for 4 runs backward of point. There you go. Soon as you stray away from the stumps, you're going to get punished. Just throwing his bat at it. Third man had no chance to cut that off. Slight mistake. Just erring in line as well as length. And he's been punished. The first over was very expensive, but Taranga Fernando's second overs were really good. Amila De Silva, his first 4 deliveries were spot on. Changing the field around again. Good comeback. Good over the overall, just a 4 runs, 3 done, 19 without loss. Full toss, picked away through mid-wicket. Good batting. Taranga Fernando, this time over pitching. His first over was really good, just the 3 runs. But this time the first ball is not a good one. On the pads, full toss, juicy delivery. has to adjust quickly now. He needs to just stick to what he did in the first over. Good lines, good lengths, have that discipline. There you go, much better. You see, as soon as he lands it, because it's very slow, it's difficult for the batters. They're not sure whether to come down the track or whether to stay in their crease. When you get your length right and your line right and your slow military medium, can certainly be very difficult. Looking to hit it over the top. He does well. 4 more. This time it was in the slot. And Carling didn't try to hit it too hard. All he did was time it and clear the infield. Good control. There you see. He was not looking to hit it for 6. But more importantly, try and get it into the gap. It's a good starter for SAGT. So 8 runs considered in the first 4 deliveries. They're under pressure. I think they'll have to ring in a bowling change here. The 2 senior players have conceded runs. Outside edge. Just a single though. With outside the off stump, straight towards backward point. 4 was done, 28 without loss.
In the heart of Colombo, where
So 5th over coming up. Amila De Silva is going to continue his 3rd over. Interesting. And they decide to go big. Taking the aerial route. Ball with top. Went very high. Didn't have the distance. But as there is no pace on the ball, if it's in the slot, the batters will decide to try and clear the infield. India once again out caught, fielded as well to hold on to it. Mahesh in the second attempt, trying one too many shots. Carlinger, and Amila De Silva is pursued bowling at that length, and he's got his rewards. Probably a bit slow this one. I think he rolled his fingers over it, playing too early. Hit it high in the air. And the fielder as well, a small juggle. Lost his footing, but holds on to a good catch. So 28 on the board, and SAGT have lost their first wicket as Carlinger departs. So we have Veer Singh who is out there. Finally, reward for Emma Kemi. They needed it badly. 6.92 the going rate at the moment. The new batter Kashyapa Veerasinghe has walked into bat. Appeal for an LBW. They'll pick up one though off the bat, says the umpire. $31 for 1. Foolish delivery played towards the shortish extra cover. Take a look at that last wicket to fall. He had to reach for it. That was a slow delivery, out thought. Good change of pace. You could see he had to reach for it sort of, and didn't get any power behind that shot. All he did was scoop it in there. But that's a good shot. That's very good batting. Dinesh Chamira looks in excellent form. Full delivery, straight back past the bowler. Conventional cricket. Good cricketing shots always has value for money. And that is very well played. No chance, no fielder there to stop that one. So just easing the pressure a bit after picking up a wicket. Let's go through 5 overs completed, 35 for 1.
In the heart of Colombo,
So 5 overs done. It's 35 for 1. Decent start by SAGT. Sanjul Madhushan 2 for 9 is best, 23 wickets. Keeps chipping away at wickets, but not a guy who runs through the innings side. That's in there. Oh, just eluding that outstretched hand of the fielder. Would have been close to picking up another wicket. Dinesh Chamira is on 15 of 17 deliveries with 3 boundaries, and Kashyapa Veerasinghe on 1. Kalinga, the batsman who was out, Malonagi for 18. Just a run. doing it in singles. A bit surprised at the toss. Imakemi, they won the toss, wanted to bowl first, and he was looking at restricting SAG to around 180. I thought that was a pretty high task. Maybe having a lot of confidence in his batters. And the problem is that doesn't give a lot about his bowling. We're looking at restricting it to 180. That's a wide. Cannot afford to do that. Sanju. That's not Sanju Samson, by the way. It's Sanjula. Oh, quicker delivery. Just managing to get the bat down. If not, that would have been curtains. End of the 6th over. It's 39 for 1. Interesting surnames. Let me get you that name. It's a new bowler. Just waiting for his name to appear. No, it's a Samantha, but I need to know that surname. These are challenges which Ricky and I am facing, reading some of these names, even being in Sri Lanka. Interesting surname, some of them not heard of. We had Orton. There we go. Samantha Lorenzo Haver. Best bowling 3 for 19. 29 wickets, 26 games. Economy on the high side, 7.42. Averaging 23. Lorenzo Haver. Dinesh Shamira and Kashyap Veerasinghe, the two batters. Looking for a single, the non-striker, but striker says no. Very short run up, just a few steps. That run in the zone, will it go to the boundary? Very well fielded there. That was, I think, the skipper Miller cutting off maybe 3 runs, or was it 2 runs that they saved? So just given away 1 run. That was brilliant work there. The field saving 3 runs for his team. Had to run around. I would say that was poor running, because you can see he palmed the ball out. And if they've just taken 1 run, then I think that's poor running the part of the openers on the 2 batsmen. You always put the pressure, run fast. The first one fast, the fielder makes a mistake, then you have a time. Dinesh Shamira tried to turn a ball onto the leg from off stump, outside off stump. You'll have to be careful, because if it gets the inside edge, it might come back onto the stumps. End of the 7th over, it's 43 for 1. It's a nice wide angle shot. Sun coming down. It's very hot out there. SAGT skipper said is looking at something in the region of 200. That was not short to go on the back foot and try to pull it. misfield by the bowler. That's not good. You need to do your own fielding of your bowling and expect the other fielders to do it for you. Oh, that one is close. Yes, that is given. It was full and played across the line. I'm not sure what he was thinking there. That full on the stumps, he yorked himself basically. That's the shot he should have played. Playing it now, showing him that he should have played it straight, but there, that is gone. It pitched in line, and it wouldn't have gone anywhere else other than middle stump. Kashyap Veerasinghe gone for 3 of 9, and it's 44 for 2. Ayesh Pramodya, 6 matches, 53 runs, highest of 29, averaging 10, the strike rate of 63. Coming to bat at number 4. Need to bat well. Support Dinesh on the other end. Very good over by Sanjula Madhushan. Bowling 6th, second over. Just a 1 run and a wicket. So end of the 8th over, it's 45 for 2.
Remember, it was supposed to be played in Sri Lanka, and then it was pulled out because of crisis, economic crisis.
Oh, that one coming in. Getting that ball to turn, came into the right hander. That one way down the leg side. Ball, one good ball, which turned from outside the off stump, and then not sure what he was trying to do the next. Given as a wide. So 2 runs added to the total. Just ambling on in singles. One of these batsmen may need to push a bit. Just that. This brings up the slide, stops it initially, but off the leg it runs into the boundary. All the hard work in vain. It was tossed up, taken on the full, and you can see that slide coming out, yes. And then off the hand or the leg, it runs into the boundary. Yes, no there, seeing the fielder coming, but that was an early no call. Luckily, no one had really committed. Eight runs in this over. Oh, a hint of turn and then beats the bat. That's the end of the ninth. It's 53 for 2. Ayesh is on 2 of 5 and Dinesh on 25 of 28. So Dinesh will look to try and bat as long as he can. I'll keep the scoreboard taking. Gevindu Kodikar, the new bowler. Right arm off spin. Just 1 for 20 is best. And, flicked off his pads for a single. The 1 for 20 is best. Just the 2 wickets in 7 innings, so not a big wicket taker. Look at that economy going at 10 runs per over. So can be a bit wavered sometimes. Averaging 70. Faster delivery, gets the edge. Fastish off break. And what do you know? Dinesh Chamir plays a lazy shot. Cut it. A faint edge. Confident appeal by the wicketkeeper and the bowler. There was a noise. And now in a spot about the Dinesh Chamir gone for 25 of 29. 4 fours in that innings. Caught by Akhil, the wicket keeper. And it's 53 for 4. Dhammika Kumar, 113 strike rate, 42 is highest, 27.5 runs is average. Quick single taken, short third man, so caught a bit napping. I think if he had a rush to it, may have had a chance of effecting a run out. That one pulled, that one again a fast delivery, short, and I pulling it to that deep mid wicket field. See that last wicket again. He bowled it fast. A very good catch by the wicket keeper. That's not easy. Again short, rushed onto the batsman. Dhammika managing to get the bat to it. Gets another single. Very good over here. Picking up a wicket. Just the 4 singles so far. Again, that faster delivery. Dot ball to end the 10th halfway mark in this innings. It's 57 for 3.
So there you go, 1 for 22 to Amila. He's picked up one, the skipper. It's Samantha who is operating at the moment into his third over. 58 for 3, 11th over in progress. Short delivery, looking to cut, called wide. So after that initial burst, Emma Kemi have done well to claw their way back. At one stage the run rate was well over 7-8 runs per over, but they pulled it back to below 6, and credit to them, and in the process picked up 3 wickets. They have to keep up this momentum. I feel 120, 130, that type of a score is always chaseable, especially when you're playing your first game of the tournament. But if SAGD get over the 150 mark, then they'll feel very confident of defending that. Comes down the track, doesn't get hold of it. The intention was to go downtown. Oh, big stop. Direct hit was needed. Now, was that another opportunity? Did the wicketkeeper miss that one? Was it a stump in? We'll have to wait and see. It was a very, very interesting over. 11 done, 63 for 3.
We've got something new for you here, serving fresh coffee, tea, bubble tea, gourmet burgers, and so much more from 9:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. Stop by for breakfast or wind down after work. Bring your friends and family over. We're always here. On the right wing of the MCA Pavilion, welcome to the MCA Coffee Lounge.
In the heart of Colombo, where dreams are made of rebound.
So after a brief break, a water break, it's very hot and humid out there in the center. Short and wide. Hammered away through the offside. That was a half tracker. Just saying, come and hit me. A very loose delivery. You cannot bowl that way in any form of cricket, I'll tell you. Straight after the drinks break, just ease in the pressure. Relaxed delivery. Look at that, where that pitched. Nobody deep. The batter did well to get under it and just hammer it over that point region. This time a full toss on leg stump. Oh, gets away with it. That should have gone to the boundary as well. Into his second over, Govindu Kodikar. 2 loose deliveries to start off. Damika will be disappointed. He didn't put that away for 4. Slicing it over the top. Good attempt in the field. Does well to stop that one. I think that was Taranga Fernando. Full dive on the boundary. That's the effort you need. Keeps it down to 2. But this is an expensive over so far. 7 of the first 3 deliveries straight after the drinks break. The momentum with SAGT. You need to capitalize. get those small movements, win those small movements. After the drinks break, what they should have done is try to bowl a few dot balls. Let the batters find their feet again. But no, it didn't happen. Loose bowling, and Govindu Kodikara has been punished. Another quickish delivery, but again short. But this time no width offered, so he gets away with a single. So 72 for 3. Taking their time. 9 runs off the over. Projected score 122. They'll definitely want to get there. Probably a little bit more, maybe 140 or so. Short delivery. Hits it high. He could be out caught. Yes, he is. Poor delivery, but poor shot selection as well. Ayush. That was not a wicket taking delivery. It was dragged in short. A half cracker once again. And Ayush trying to swing it through that wideish long on mid wicket region. Top edge in. The fielder did very well. It was sort of a medium pace delivery. A big top edge, but well judged. Good catch at the end. Doesn't matter how it comes, as long as it comes, and MR Kemi will take that. They picked up their 4th wicket. Mahesh Francis the catcher. Kodikara has got 1. Ayush Pramod there is out for 9. 72 for 4. Dilshan Khadavatarachi is the new batter. 350s. They'll need one here. Strike rate getting closer to that 100 mark. So Hasindu is the bowler. Another change of bowling. Medium pace, gentle medium pace. So 73 for 4. Right in the block hole. Probably sliding down the leg side. Thanks to umpire. But that was a good delivery. Hard to get those away. Dilshan, Hasindu Maharage. That's down the leg side. That will be called a clear wide. Good work by the wicket keeper to get there. He's looking to target the pads, I just feel. That's his idea. Bowl at the body. Not give any width outside the off stump. Thinking is good, as long as he gets his execution right. That's a big one. That's launched over the cover region. wideish long off, yes, extra coverage, and for 6. Fantastic shot. Lot of bottom hand coming into that one. Good striking off the ball. Down the leg side, put in the dive. So it turning out to be an expensive over. He's bowled a couple of good deliveries, but in between he's bowled a couple of wides as well. That 6 was a good shot. You can't doubt that. It was a decent delivery, but the batter was up to the task. And he's bowled him. Too full to play that shot. He's been castled. So an eventful over. There's been wides, there's been a 6, and now there is a wicket. A nothing shot at the end. What was he trying to play there? Look at that. No footwork. Neither forward, neither back. Straight delivery. Looking to play through the offside. Dhammika Kumara departs for 18. Hasindu Maharage has picked up a wicket. So Danushka Krishan, again a strike rate closing upon 100. Not much there, just 35 runs is high score. Not much to talk about. So you feel that Emma Kemi have done well to get into the middle order. But what a delivery to start off. Poor delivery, full toss on the leg stump. Can't ask for anything more when you want to start your innings. And Danushka has put it away with ease. Just getting better on ball was enough to run down to the boundary. So 86 for 5. Expensive long over by Hasindu Maharage. 7 deliveries so far in the over. Another wide. This over is never going to end. That was way down the leg side. But he has to stop it. This time played down towards the long on. Goes through for a quick single. 13 done, 88 for 5. So Dinura Fernando is into the attack, not Binura Fernando. This is different. Dinura Fernando not done much bowling at all, just a one game. With figures none for 9, no wickets at all. So just trying some options. Some tibbly-doubly stuff outside the off stump. Called wide, coming round the wicket. Dilshan Kalavatarachi hasn't got much of the strike. Just faced one delivery. So he's been there now for a couple of overs. 7 overs to go. Wonder what's the plan here for SAGT. Oh, this is very poor cricket overall. That's 4 wides. 5 adds to the total. Just giving away unnecessary, needless runs here. Trying to keep the pressure. He comes into the attack, bowls one way outside the off stump. What was that? Nowhere near the stumps. Wicketkeeper had no chance. You cannot blame him. This is very poor cricket. They need to try and contain much as possible. Not let them get over that 130, 140 mark. If at all they're going to find a chance to chase it. Shot, hammered away. Up and over, extra cover for 4 runs. Too easy for Dhanushka. Poor bowling. I am surprised he was introduced into the attack. When you look at his stats, he hasn't done any bowling at all. And you could see it's not up to the mark. Been loose, considered 4 wides. Now a boundary, already 10 runs in the over, just 2 deliveries bowled. Not the best decision by the captain, I would call it. Gets away with that one. Slightly short. Projected score 145. They'll take that, I'm sure. SAGT looking for their first win of the tournament. Played 1, lost 1. Soft hands. Single. Goes for the sweep. Interesting shout there. I thought that was closer than what the umpire thought. The umpire would have thought it's going down the leg side. Probably the height as well. That's chipped in there. Fielder cannot get to it. 12 runs off that over. 14 done. 100 on the board. 100 for 5. So Samantha is the bowler. Hammered away through the offside. Get a single. He's bowled his first 3 overs for 18. Shot, cut away, slight misfield, but just a single. Again hit away through the offside. Picking up another single. It's a decent over so far. Short delivery. Pulled away. What a pain and a half. And another single. Half. Again a nudge. Decent over. 5 runs of it. His ball is 4 overs for 23. So decent spell. He'll take that. 106 for 5 after 15.
That's the batting card. 25 from Dinesh Chamira, 18 from Kalinga. Then a few low scores after that. 5 overs left. Don't think they would be able to get to that mark they were looking at. Oh, what was that? Kevin the Kodikar. Wide. Lucky that if the batsman had got some bat on it, that would have been a certain boundary. Full toss. Hammered down the ground, all along the ground for just the single. That one again, full toss down the leg, but finds the field. Just the 1 run. Doing it in singles. I think these 5 overs will be crucial to see what SAGT can get. That smashed through the extra cover region, but fielder coming round again and just another single. This won't be enough. They keep doing this. They need to look at some boundaries. Again, there'll be a field in the deep. Yes, straight to that man. Singles off the bat and a wide. That one in there on the bounce to the fielder. Dhanushka looking at, taking the aerial route, trying to look at that boundary, but still not connecting well. Faster delivery to end the over with a dot ball. He has bowled 3 overs, 2 for 19, and after 16 it's 112 for 5. That's the bowling for you. Amila De Silva picking up 1 for 23. He had Sanjula Madhushan 1 for 7. Kevindu Kodikar 2 for 19. And Hasindu Maharage 1 for 15. But pretty expensive, just a 1 over. That one is hammered. Fielder thought he had a chance, but just sails over. So this is what they need. Tanushka Krishan. Now he has thought enough is enough. He's going to take over. The field actually thought that he had a chance, but just sailed over his head. Much better this time. But the pressure now on Sanjula conceding a boundary in the first delivery. Again another single, so they got that early on first delivery, getting that 6. So now it's pressure on the bowler because every time they get a single, keeps adding to those runs. There you see another one, another single. Now it's gone to 9 in the over with 2 deliveries left. This is good batting by both of them. They know they've got that 6 early on. Just making sure this time faster delivery outside the stump, and just to create a dot ball. Again that run put away on the leg. It was on the pads. Cross pattern shot into the fence. So that is expensive over there. They had 9, that's 13 runs in that over. That's what happens when you get that you get the 6 in the first delivery. Now the score has moved on to 125, a much better over.
In the heart of Colombo, where dreams are...
Govindu bowling his final over, 2 for 19 of 3. Just walking to the wicket, trying to york the batsman. A lot of effort put in that last stride, because you can see it doesn't run in, he walks to the wicket. So then you need a lot of effort after that. There we go, just walking in, not a big jump, and then he has to bowl it faster. That's in there, and a brilliant catch taken. Took it and then brought out the dive. Had to bring out the dive, but made sure he had it in his hand first. A very good catch to see the back of Dilshan Kavatarachi. There we see, pulling it again. Look at that catch, judging it well. Yes, had to bring out the dive, but made sure he held on to it and didn't hit the elbows on the ground. Dilshan Kadavatarachi gone for 11 of 13. Just the one boundary. Mahesh Francis taking a good catch. That's the 6th wicket down. It's 126 for 6. That's Kevin Soiza making his debut in this tournament. Not a very good debut, I would say. Just the last 2 deliveries. Kevin Shake de Soiza. The name, it's quite a long name, but given last 2 deliveries. Tried to go for that big shot, but the ball rushed out to him. Kevin picks up another. Gone for naught in his debut game. Look at that, quite a long name. But just manages 2 deliveries and has to walk back. 126 for 7. Putika Pradeep, new batsman. 4 for 20 Kevindu Kodikara. But a spell of bowling here. Can he? Has 2 deliveries to pick up 1 more. Can he do it? That walking again. That's a wide. That will run down. Wicketkeeper misses it. That goes a wide plus the boundary. So 5 runs to the total. That's going to hurt them. Because every run conceded, you have to get those runs. It's not easy. 4 for 25 so far. 2 more deliveries. You can see that strain on that back because no momentum up to the wicket. Everything is there in that last delivery stride. Lot of strain put on the legs and the back. Managed to pick up 2 wickets in this over. So a very good return. Just 26 runs in the 4 overs so far. Last delivery. Again fastish. Not sure what he was asking there. Rushed in. Hit on the thigh pad on the top part of it. There we see. Very much high. You'll need another set of stumps for that to hit. So Kevin this finished his spell. 4 was 4 for 26 and it's 132 for 7 in 18.
In the heart of Colombo, where
Amila De Silva 1 for 22 in 3. He'll be bowling his final over, the 19th of this innings. They need to get Dhanushka on strike. Dhanushka Krishan, he's got 25 of 17, but he is the non-striker's end. That's well done by Buddhiga. Pradeep manages to get a single. Bring on Dhanushka. This one goes big. This might not go all the way. Yes, the fielder's running in. Oh, that's a teaser. Had to bring out the dive, but no one wanted to do that. Just 1 run. It was hit so high that it took ages to come down. That would have been a 6 if there were runs given for height. Look at it. Those 2 fielders. Nowhere close to it. Buddhika doing the right thing. He is just touching it around and getting Dhanushka on strike. Just a matter of 9 deliveries more, so they need to get maximum out of it. Swings wild, might get the boundary. Yes, he does. Managed to get it away from that field. Exactly what SAGT need. Don't care where it comes from. Edges, middle of the bat. They'll take it. A lot to do. Oh, but that fielder, he just gave up. I thought he should have had a better effort there. 7 in the over so far. 2 deliveries left. He's the bottom of the bat. And the scamper for a single. That was close. But the umpire is right there. Be interesting to see the side on replay if we have it. This ball hit the stumps. Batsman was just about there. That's the one. Let's see if it does. Well, that's touch and go. They'll have to go to the third umpire to get that decision. Again, swings. This time it's Buddhika, and he manages to find the fielder. Another one goes. Abila De Silva strikes in his last delivery. Here we see that again. Just swinging at it. Yeah, that was the last delivery, so he had to go for that run, try to swing it at and get the boundary, because then he has his man. There we go, Buddhika Pradeep out for 3 of 4 deliveries. 8 for 140. Quite a lot of Dhanushkas in this side. Dhanushka Romesh now. Strike rate of 100. Highest score of 7. And he scored 8 runs altogether. That's hammered down the ground. Will it be kept to 1? Yes, that's good. So now the new batsman on strike in the last over. Dhanushka would have wanted to get the second. Goes big. This is again in there. And that he has cleared the ropes. So he is still sticking to his 100 strike rate. Gets a hug from his partner. First delivery is smashed. Went high. Fielder thought he had a chance. Looking, and then sees it's going over. Goes for another swing. He's not going to die wandering. Gets one. Brings the other Dhanushka on strike. Dhanushka Krishan. The man with 32 of 21. Again, that one in there. The man with the gloves call for it, and he makes a meal of it. And they've conceded 2 runs. That ball barely went outside that turf area. Everyone was ball watching. That went many a mile. Wicketkeeper calling for it, and the bowler doing the right thing, letting him take it. But then didn't judge it. Went away from him. 150 up. Again, a diving stop. Score looks a little bit decent now. They wanted something in the region of 200. But they got another 152 now. Most importantly, the important Dhanushka Krishan is on strike. Last delivery in the innings. That's hammered. That was connected well. That's going out of here. Into those nets, the side nets. So valuable runs. Dhanushka finishing on 42 of 24. And they've got to 158 for 8 in their 20 overs. A late flurry helping them. That was a massive hit. Can see that sailing over. That connected really well. 42 of 24, 3 fours and 2 sixes, 175 strike rate. And look at Tanushka Rumesh, 7 of 2, 350 strike rate with a 6. They'll feel a bit confident with that last over, the runs that came. But would it be enough? It's a decent score, pass score I would say. It's not on the low side, it's not on the high side. It would be a pass score, medium, a middle score I would say. A fighting score. Now they need to bowl well. They want this big W. Get the batting card. Openers Dinesh Chamira getting to 25. Kalinga Maholage to 18. Then we had Dhammika Kumar 18. Dishan Vatuharachi for 11. Tanushka Krishan remained not out on 42. That was important of 24 deliveries, 3 fours and 2 sixes. And helped by Tanushka Rumesh, who got 7 off just 2. 22 extras now, that's a lot in the 20 overs. 158 for 8 is what it ended up. The bowling, Amila De Silva had 2 for 30 from 4 with 12 dot balls. Sandula Madhushan 1 for 38 of 4. Kevin Kodikar 4 for 26 of 4 with 8 dot balls. And Hasindu Marage 1 for 15. But what will hurt them is those 22 extras. 158 for 8 in the 20. We'll take a look at the highlights. That was that first ball. Started off with a boundary. Then there were a few hits. Left and right hand combination, getting a decent start. Few boundaries were hit over the top in that first 6 overs power play, and then that happened. That was a nice shot, very well controlled all around the ground. That was plumb out. Another wicket, giving those wickets, the 4 wickets that he picked up. Also went for a few boundaries because he was bowling quite fast. It was another wicket. Picking with some those Danushka, the late flourish. But to get to that total of 158. He played to all parts of the ground. Then a very good catch. That was the debutant. Just lasted 2 deliveries. Then that was a very important shot there. 56, the first delivery faced. That was that last delivery. We got to score to 158 for 8. They'll be pretty confident. So we'll take a short break and come back to you within the next 15 minutes or so.
In the heart of Colombo, where
Tea, bubble tea, gourmet burgers, and so much more. From 9:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day.
In the heart of Colombo, where dreams
We've got bubble tea, gourmet burgers, and so much more from 9:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day.
in the heart of Colombo.
So 159, the target of 120 legal deliveries. It's going to be interesting run chase for Emma Kemi. Can they get these runs? SAGT will be looking to defend. SNGT have played one, lost one so far in this F division. Emma Kemi is playing their first game. It's going to be interesting 20 overs on our hands. We already had a good game today with McLaren's getting over and winning that game against Soft Logic here at the MCA grounds. The second game for today. The games played over the weekend. Yesterday we had 4 games. Today 6 games all around at MCA, St. Joseph's College grounds and DC and Anaka College grounds. Opportunity for players of yesteryear to come together, represent their companies, play with passion, play the sport they love. And of course there are a few youngsters as well. Some are full-time employees, some are contracted to play these tournaments. There's a lot of rules and regulations, of course, in limitations of how many can play when you're playing first-class cricket. But it's an opportunity mixture for everybody. So let's see who is going to take this game away. So Sanju is out there with the bat. There you go, Sanjula Madhushan. A strike rate of 140, 750s. So he's had a lot of experience. Straight away into his stride. Subandar Disanayak. Good delivery, angled into the left-hander, but sliding down the leg side. Bandara Disanaika running in hard. So Bandara Disanaika on the mark so far on the button. Innings off and running with that single. Dinuro Fernando is the other opener. Strike rate will have to really improve at this format. 250s though. Up and over, extra cover to get off the mark. They'll come back for 2. Good shot, intentionally played. Looking to go over the top. Out caught. Once again, trying to play aggressively. Didn't take any siders at all. Straight away, trying to go after the bowling. Yes, they're chasing 159. But you need to play a few deliveries. Just get the hang of it, even though it's a mat-in. You could see he slowed it up at the off-cutter. Played way too early. Didn't time it at all. First wicket down with the score on 3. So Dinuru Fernando departs. Kevin De Souza the catcher. Bandara Disanayaka, first over, he's picked up the wicket. Samantha Lorenzo Heva has come out. Very well bowled. So end of a good over. First over done. 3 on the board for the loss of 1 wicket. Nothing like a good cup of tea in the evening here. A big thank you to our colleague Some who's assisting us. Tamika Kumara with the ball. Looking to go straight. Good shot. That was very well played. I like that pose. But you see there is he was not looking to hoik him over mid-wicket. He was looking to play straight. Bat coming down straight. Safe. Sanjula looks probably their best batter. We saw his strike rate of 140. Lots of runs behind his name in this form of cricket. Worked away, looks very energetic, looks very busy at the crease. Can the others give him the support? Lorenzo Heva now will take a guard. Damika Kumara, not much to talk about. 2 for 17 is best. Economy rate 11.03. Now he doesn't need that. The team doesn't need that in this game. Very expensive. He'll have to bowl much more accurately, especially in the power play. Was for a big swing across the line. Appeal for a run out. They'll pick up a single. Umpire says not out. They were very excited with that one. Straight towards that mid-on field. Direct hit. I think he was home safely at the end. Every run counts. Emma Kemi will be fighting. Current run rate 5.40, required run rate 8.18. So a lot of catching up to do. They need to go at 8 runs per over. Oh, that's close. Given as not out, probably sliding down the leg side. That kept very low indeed. Looking to put that Sanjula. Now we'll take a look at it. Coming round the wicket. Yes, that would have been missing the leg stump. But that kept a bit low. I don't think that was the delivery to pull. This time work through mid-wicket. That's a much better shot. Oh, and the fielding. Horrendous. Right through his legs. I think that was the opening bowler who let that go through. Now that type of fielding you cannot expect or accept either. Look at that. Didn't get down right through his legs. 2 done. 13 for 1. Bandara Dissanayaka. Looking to go over the top. Could be out. Caught out. It is. Lorenzo Eva departs. Another big swash at that one outside the off stump. Gets a leading edge. Dissanayaka has picked up his second wicket. They are in trouble now. 13 for 2. Emma Kemi. What was he trying to do there? He should have been better off trying to hit it through the offside. Tried to go extra cover. But he was looking more towards that thing, that onside. That's why he got that leading edge. Dinesh Chamira holds on to the catch. He's out for 1. Chasing 159. 2 down. So Mahesh comes into bat. Mahesh Francis. Decent strike rate, 113. You'll take that. 350s. Highest of 60. So he's very capable with the bat. They'll need him now. They need a partnership. These two players, when you look at their stats so far, out of the 4, these two at the crease look to seem they are better players stat-wise. So need to build a partnership here. They cannot afford to lose wickets. Then that run rate is going to jump up. Off the back foot, angled away towards backward point. He's off the mark straight away. Take a look at that last wicket to fall. You see, trying to hit through the onside. That's where he faltered. Should have been better off looking to go straight or through the offside instead. Conventional, good cricketing shots will bring you a lot of value. Yes, in modern day cricket, there's a lot of fancy stuff, a lot of horizontal bat shots. But then you need to pick the right ball, the right bowler. Pick the right side of the field, know where your field is. Cannot just keep swinging at everything. Somewhere the bowler will outthink you. What they will need is to bring this required run rate down to 6 runs per over. At the moment it's around 8. They will do well to bring it down. Looking to play through the offside. There's that widey slip there. For a moment, his heart would have been in his mouth, trying to defend that one on the offside. He looks sort of opened his face, opened the face of the bat, but a little bit of extra bounce. I think he's bowling those off cutters, so trying and hitting it hard into the Madin. And the ball is just popping up. This is outside the off stump. It's good bowling by Bandara Dissanayake. It's not express, but he's thinking on his feet. Bowling accordingly. Good to see a few spectators from the respective companies coming to watch the game, having a bit of a laugh, enjoying the game. From MRKMI or SAGT. Clipping it on the onside, just wide of the fielder. He'll get a couple of runs, Mahesh Francis. But another good over by Dissanayake. 3 overs done, 17 for 2.
In the heart of Colombo, where dreams...
$17 for 2 into the 4th over. Dhammika Kumara continues angling into the pads, coming around the wicket. Foolish delivery outside the off stump. Good delivery. Beats the bat. Looking to give himself some room, trying to play through the offside and nothing shot at the end. Either not fully committed. Full toss. Should have put that away into the gap, at least for a couple of runs, but hits it straight to the fielder. Now these are the deliveries. These loose deliveries have to be punished. If not, that required run rate is increasing every dot delivery. That's better. Good use of his feet. Just get a single. There is protection. But the intent was good. Oh, that's close. It's given him out, LBW. Looking to play through the onside. I don't think Sanjula. I see, yes, Sanjula. Yeah, that looked out. That looked dead. Hit his behind leg. For a while I thought it was his front leg. No, it hit his behind leg and he was right in front of the stumps. Playing all around it. This is a big wicket for Dhammika Kumara. He was batting well. He's out for 12. And now they're in lots of trouble. 3 down at the moment, MRKMI. Mahesh. This is not Mahesh Francis. Mahesh Francis is at the non-strikers and it's Akhil. Akhil is the new batter who has come in. Mahesh Francis came in at the number 4. He's on 4 runs at the moment. Current run rate 4.75. Required run rate moving up to 8.75. To the 5th over. Very well bowled. This is good bowling. They are not giving up, giving anything away, especially this Anayak. I thought he's bowled well. So Akil, and nothing, no stats at all. Very new to the game. Probably playing his first match at this level for Emma Kemi. Must be very nervous out there. It's great to see them, but being involved with the game, participating, you know, he'll have a lot to do. Hope he can come good. He'll be looking forward to get his first runs. Oh, good delivery. Straight away, a bit of extra bounce, a bit of bite. Played at it, but missed it completely. Sanaka was excited. Effort in that one. Hit the turf or hit the mat in very hard. .139 still required. The required run rate is going up gradually. They need a couple of boundaries to get into this innings to ease the pressure. This power play is very, very important. We're into the 5th over already. We haven't seen many boundaries. That was that LBW walking across his stumps, looking to work it through the onside. That was a crash in. That was a good decision. Again, a big swash outside the off stump. So Bandara just conceding the 1 run in the over. Will be looking to finish off. That's a good hit. Akil has come to the party. 1 foot down the track and launches that over mid-wicket. That's probably the best, one of the best, if not the best shot we have seen in this game. Quite easily. That was out of the screws, into those trees. Up it went. Finishes the 5th over in style, 26 for 3.
Interesting bowling action. Dhammika Kumar 1 for 13 in his 3rd over. Akil on 6 and Mahesh on 6. So 132 needed of 89. So it's getting tough and tougher. to start losing wickets. Falling away a bit in that action, but taken on the full and smashed into the boundary. Akil moves on to 10. That's what they need. They need a couple of boundaries here just to get a start on. This is the last over in the power play. Miles Francis on 6. Akil on 10. Much better, not giving too much room. .9, so 9 runs per over from here on is what Imakemi need. Won't be easy. Top 3 batsmen back in the hut. Destroyer Bandar Disanayaka. That one played in there, but in the gap. Bit dangerous, but manages to get it in the gap. Another boundary. Likes that area. That was nice shot, just that it was in there. No harm because there was no field in that area. Been expensive in this over. 9 runs conceded so far. That's much better. There you see momentary balls in line with the stumps. That's when have to be a bit more cautious. Anything outside the stump, they get it in that gap. 6 done, so that's the end of the power play. It's 35 for 3. So that's a Buddhika Pradeep. 3 for 15, his best. 7 wickets in 4 innings. Pretty good. So he is a wicket taker. Economy 6.2. Buddhika Pradeep getting some runs for the team as well. Going on with the arm. Batsman playing for the turn, not turning. Current run rate also pretty decent, 6, but they need to go at 8 or 9 runs per over from here on. That one slower, given a bit of air. Mahesh had a look at it, but let it go. That was a premeditated shot, but gets 4 runs for it. Made good contact. Swish it. Trying that again. There again we saw trying to turn before the ball, but then changed his decision. Trying to mislead the bowler. They'll get one. So 80 deliveries left, 170. So need to get maybe boundary in every over just to keep in touching distance. Don't want that going creeping up to 10 and above. That's good, playing with soft hands. Oh, now wondering if he took a little bit of time by throwing that overarm. If he had underarmed it onto the stumps, I'm sure that would have been the fourth wicket. You can see it. You can see the delay. Yes, definitely taking time to release. Needed to flick it as he took it underarm. Even if he got it to the wicket keeper, I think that would have been a run out. Took a lot of time to pick it up, a few steps, and throw it at the stumps. Those are little things that you need to improve in one's game. Oh, down the leg side, get some bat on it. That might run to the boundary. Yes, it crosses the line. No fielders in that region. So that's poor bowling. 12 runs in that over. And they've got to 47 for 3 of 7 overs. And Kadavatarachi, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Dishan Kadavatarachi. 43 innings, has a lot of experience. 72 wickets, 5 for 15 is best, so he is a wicket taker. Interestingly, trying to go again, a close chance again, a run out. Well, your senior spinner, a bit surprising that not to see a slip fielder in that area, because he does the ball. He's taken 72 wickets. So he knows all about getting wickets. Need a slip fielder in there just to that one in there, gets it in the boundary. There was a big effort by that fielder, but just beat him. So Mahesh also now on the charge. That was a good shot in there, but there was no fielders in that area. Just missing him. Current run rate increasing little by little. That's exactly what they need. Try and target those first 3-4 balls, get that boundary, put the batsman under the ball under pressure. That's a full toss, comes out, but just couldn't get it in the gap. Just the 1 run. They got 6 so far, 2 more deliveries left. Can target the 8 runs per over in these next few overs. I think you'll be well on course. See, that one didn't turn, went on with the arm. Dilshan, experienced bowler. Slows it down. Wanted the single, but his partner said no. End of the 8th, it's 53 for 3.
In the heart of Colombo,
Bhutika Pradeep holding his second over. Swept from the middle stump. Good bit of fielding there on the boundary. One hand pick up. Just string it to 1. Uses his feet this time, Akhil, but doesn't make proper contact. Manages to get it down towards the square leg region. Get the 1. So 2 singles so far. I think what their plan is maybe trying to look at the boundary in the first 3 deliveries. That run goes down on 1 knee. Still can't find the boundary. So 3 singles. This might be closer than we think. That one nicely run down to the short third. Oh, that one trying to pick up with one hand. May have considered a second. No, just the 1 run. But this is where you need to be a bit smart. Run that first one fast. Put the pressure on the field. He was coming in trying to get that run out. He misses. Need to make him pay for it. Full toss driven down the ground. Another run. So 5 singles in the over so far. The context of the game, it will be a decent over. Considered 12 in the first. Just given 5 in the second. Pulling it back. Make that 6 singles in the over. They'll be happy with that. The required run rate now over 9. 9 done. It's 59 for 3.
in the heart of Colombo.
Dilshan will be bowling his second. Akhil on strike. That's given, and given room, but just played down to that fielder on the boundary for a single. That was all along the ground. Need to try and find the boundary. 10th over coming up. Taken on the full again, that reverse sweep or the switch hit, but just the one run. So the last 8 deliveries been managed to get just 8 singles. Then trying to use his feet, And go over the top maybe of extra cover, but ends up getting it too long on. Then we see him playing that shot again, a shadow shot where he wanted the ball to go. So make it 9 balls, 9 singles. And the last 10 balls, it's 10 singles. 63 for 3. 2 more deliveries left in this 10th over. Problem being losing 3 wickets at the start. Again trying to play with soft hands, but goes straight to that fielder. A dot ball, which means pressure. Now it's 9.44. So moment it passes the 10, the required run rate, then pressure on the batting side. There we see nicely slowed it down outside the off stump. A dot ball to end the 10th over. 63 for 3. 96 needed in 60 deliveries.
In the heart of Colombo.
So 63 for 3. Dushank Rumesh is introduced into the attack. So change of bowling. Trying different options. Looking for wickets. Big inside edge. Get a single. Down the leg side. Called wide. So Dushank Rumesh taking his time. Goes for that swash outside the off stump. Appeal for a caught behind. Umpire says no. Big swish at that one. So this is a good battle between bat and ball here. Another swing. Very lucky that didn't crash into the stumps. A big swing at that one. Through mid wicket. Good sound of the bat. That's 4 runs. Much needed. Required run rate 9.89. You need a boundary every over. We saw that in the last match, the morning match as well, where they needed to keep up with the required run rate. Unfortunately, couldn't do that. It was a similar It went up to 11, 12 at one time. Here, still gettable under 10 runs over when you have 7 wickets in hand. Goes big. Big inside edge though. Didn't get it where he wanted to, but still effective. The runs are coming. 10 runs of these 2 balls, or 8 of these 2 balls, 10 of the over so far. Was looking to go through mid wicket. Taking his chances. Big inside edge. Fine leg in the circle. There you are. Off the back foot. Productive over so far. This is a good run chase. They're keeping themselves in the game. So 11 overs done, 74 for 3. There you go, chasing 159. Madhushan was batting well, he was out for 12. Dinura Fernando early for 2. Samantha Lorenzeva for 1. But this partnership, Mahesh Francis 28. And Akil looks really good for his 30 of 25. The bowling has been good, just a 1 extra conceded. So credit to them. Disanaka 2 for 14 of his 3. 11 dot balls. Tamika Kumara was good as well, 1 for 21. Buddhika Pradeep 2 overs for 18, the most expensive, along with Dushankar Umesh 1 over for 11. But Kadavata Rachi 2 overs for 10, he's been very accurate. Just the 5 bowlers used so far. .85 required of 54 at the drinks break.
In the heart of Colombo,
so this is going to be a very interesting passage now. 9 overs left in this game. Kalinga Mahalonage is the bowler. 2 for 40, his best economy rate 8.32. Plays it straight down the ground. A chip towards the long on. Single. I know. So another single. So Kalinga Mahalonage down the track, heads it in the air as he got the distance. Just a single. Will they come back for 2? No, they won't. So 4 is just singles in this over so far. So dot ball, they need the boundary. One boundary every over. That's the requirement. At least a 4. And he gets it, I think he has. Yes, he has. This is very good batting by Mahesh Francis. Moving across his stumps, taking the ball on the full and paddling it away down to the boundary. Excellent innovation, good batsmanship. This is good quality cricket. Playing the field really well. 33 of 27, 32 of 27. These two have batted superbly. Just keeping themselves in the game. Keeping Emakemi in the game, in the run chase. 78 of 49. When you have wickets intact in modern day cricket, that's gettable. Chin time it as well. But there you see the misfields are happening now. A bit of pressure on the field inside SAGT. Productive over. 8 runs off it. 12 down, 82 for 3.
In the heart of Colombo, where
77 of 48. Dushmanka Rumesh now. He's conceded 11 in his first over. Down the leg side. They'll cross over for a single. Oh, this is not good. Just conceding runs, overthrows. You could see now the players are a bit rattled. They know that the batting side is in the game. Straightforward miss by the wicket keeper. They go through for 1. And then he just throws it, lobs it, and nobody to collect it. The bowler wasn't interested. Shuffling again, moving across his crease. He got 1, and that's 4. This is brilliant batting by Mahesh Francis. Absolutely fantastic. 2 young players, they are really batting well. Look at that. Took it from way outside the off stump. He'll be really proud of that shot, I'll tell you. Our colleague Michael mentioned at the toss, the captain said they're willing to chase 180. Probably having a lot of confidence in their batting. But unfortunately now I think he's got cramped. This is not good. What happened there? Is it Francis or is it Akil? I think he just twisted his leg, maybe a muscle, because they are batting brilliantly. If we could get the partnership, that would be very helpful. So 89 for 3 at the moment. A short break. A couple of reserve players. The physio, I think, is on the field as well.
in the heart of Colombo.
So this is the wickets to fall. The first to go, looking to go over the top. Well caught at mid-off. Then the second one again, looking for a slog, leading edge. Good catch running behind. They have taken their catches. And the third one was a good wicket to LBW. At that stage, they were 19 for 3 in lots of trouble, Emma Kemi. But a 70-run partnership now between these two. Mahesh Francis 38 of 29. Akhil 32 of 27. They progress to 89 for 3. We hope that there is not too damage done with that injury. Hope he could run between the wickets. There's 49 deliveries for this 70-run partnership. Goes across his stumps again. Well, he's brave and luck is going his way. Intention was good. He didn't execute it well. He got a top edge. You could see he's limping about Mahesh Francis. But the top edge went over the wicketkeeper's head and away from that fielder. Safe. He's played this shot a couple of times. He's got 3 boundaries now of these 3 paddle sweeps. This was probably the luckiest because he got a top edge. But then I think he's going to stay there and get much runs as possible. Not leave the field. That is his intention because he's batting so well. He's got it. No, he's dropped it. Juggle. Dushanta Rumesh. At the end, I thought he had it, Michael, but he's put it down. Well, look at that. First one, second one. It got stuck between his knees. And he put it down. He has a smile on his face. I think that's the luck they needed. That's the luck Mahesh Francis needed. He swings at that one. You could see now he's hampered with that injury. He's swinging at everything. He'll probably just wobble away to the non-striker's end. I don't think because in such a good form at 43, he doesn't want to retire as well. Probably they feel he's better out there than in the pavilion than getting a new batter in. So try to get as much as possible. What they will need is reduce that deficit of 65 to 44. If they reduce it, then at least they'll be comfortable with a new batter coming in. But I think Akhil has to stay there. To me, Akhil is the key to this run chase because Francis is injured. Akhil has to ensure that he keeps going. 13 of that over. A very good one. It's a no ball from the square leg umpire. Is it? Is that a free hit as well? Yes, it is. I think it's a field outside the circle because I didn't see the signal straight away, so it's not an overstep. So this is an opportunity. Mahesh Francis is on strike. Goes for it, top edge. That will fly away down to the boundary. Runs are coming. What a over that is. 16 runs off that over. And don't tell me there is another delivery left. I thought that was the final ball of the over. Yes, there is another delivery. 17 of the over so far. This is a big one. And that could be 4 more. This is absolutely fantastic batting. Injury or not, you could see he just got it a deft touch. Didn't try to hit it too hard. He knew exactly where the fielder was. 51 of 34. He's played a brilliant innings, Mahesh Francis. Came in at when they were in lots of trouble. Lost 2 wickets early for 12, I think, when he came out to bat. And just faced 34 deliveries for his 51. A brilliant partnership with his partner Akhil. Poor bowling though. He's bowled both sides of the wicket. But credit to the batter, Mahesh Francis. He's been very innovative in breaking the line, not letting the bowler settle down. Moving around the crease, using the pace of the bowler. It has been a very good innings. 8 fours. Strike rate of 150. Absolutely brilliant. So the required run rate now has dropped down to 7.36. The current run rate has gone above. It's 8 runs per over. So now they are well within this run chase. That will be called, I I think not a beam. One of the reasons he came down the track, Michael. The umpire says that was dipping, but I feel he took a couple of steps down the track. Then it's very difficult to give it as a no ball. Carlinga is the bowler. That's wide. His first over went for 8. Now SAGT are really under pressure. You could see the fielding has been all over. There's been a bit of overthrows. They have bowled a lot of wides. Free hit as well, which was punished. Steered into the gap. Will he come back for 2? Just a single. I think they cannot go for those 2s because of the injury to Francis. So they don't want to risk it. But the way they are going, even a runner ball now, they will get home. They have 7 wickets in hand because that odd boundary is going to come. Either from the bat of Francis or Akil. So all they need is to bat calmly, get 6-7 runs over with singles. And they'll get comfortably there. Outside the off-stump wide. He probably thinks that the batter was moving around, but I think he didn't move outside his off-stump. He came down the track. There you see. He came down the track, so that's a fair call. That's wide. He came straight down the track. You could do that. Again, misfield. Right through him. And that's 4. I thought there will be a field on the boundary to cover it. But this is poor fielding. The second time, I don't know if it's the same fielder, but it was the same position. Went right through the legs. Earlier, they got 2, but this time it's gone down to the boundary. Francis won't mind. He will take it. The requirement was 7 runs per over. They have already got 7 in the over with 3 deliveries to go. These 2 bowlers have been very expensive. The last of overs. Big one. One bounce towards the fielder. They trusted their batting to chase down the target. They knew they have some good players in the middle order. This is their first game and they've done well. No doubt about it. Emma Kemi. SAGT will feel now. They had the runs on the board. And now they're in a spot of bother trying to defend. Good batting. Very good batting. Excellent stuff. Just rotating the strike. 10 runs off the over so far. Nine runs off the over so far. Beg your pardon. Again to the fielder. This time he stops it. He's been the weak link in the field, mind you. Missed a few. 14 done, 113 for 3. This is his half century. He's been very good. Played both sides of the wicket. Francis was good with that sweep. That was the slog sweep towards mid-wicket. But then the innovation. Taking it on the full. Playing the paddle sweep. The next one from way outside off stump. Once again paddling it behind square for 4. This was the lucky one. But then luck favors the brave. And he's been very good today. Lots of runs behind the wicket. Very good hand by Mahesh Francis. Well supported though by Akil. This partnership has been brilliant. Akil giving himself some room, trying to stroke it through the offside. Change of bowling. They've gone back to Kadavita Rachi. Eases it onto the onside. 95-run partnership, just 63 deliveries. 52-run contribution by Francis, 36 to Akil. Left-hand, right-hand combination. They rotated the strike well. Oh, missed out on that. He'll be disappointed. It's called a wide, but he will be disappointed he didn't get bet onto it. That's been one of his favorite shots. But it won't be easy for him as well. It will hurt him more when he's trying to play that down on one knee. Goes for it again. He's picking his spots perfectly. Knows exactly where the field is. Fine leg in the circle. There is a square leg. He knows he gets it over that fine leg and away from him. That's 4. This is brilliant batting, I'll tell you. He's taking it from outside the off stump. $119 for 3. Again the sweep, more orthodox. Another good over so far. 7 off it. 2 deliveries to go. 39 of 32 now. With 7 wickets in hand, you feel that Emma Kemi are on their way. If they falter from here, they are to blame. If they lose this game from here onwards, Emma Kemi. Oh, that's close. He's given him out, LBW. I just mentioned they must not lose this opportunity, spoil it. But Akil, after a very good 36, going for the sweep. Front of the stumps, he's been given out, LBW. He's played a very good hand. Yeah. Most at hitting him outside the off stump. Close call. The umpire thought that will go onto the stumps. He's given him. So Kadavadarachi has picked up the wicket, a vital wicket, a big breakthrough with 39 runs needed. It's 120 for 4. So 1 delivery to go in the 15th over. Mithun has come into bat. He needs to just hang around there. Mithun Tilina. Good strike rate, 144. If he hits a couple of lasty balls, blows from here onwards, a quick 15 or 20, they'll be home. But what he needs to understand is he needs to give Francis all the support needed. First ball, looking to cut. Almost dragged it on. Very lucky. Wicket taken over though. 121 for the loss of 4 wickets after 15 overs. The final 5 overs coming up. It's going to be a real good run chase.
During yesterday, but today game on hand. 38 of 30. My friends is still there on 61. Mithun Tilina. Kalinga. 2 overs for 17. First over went for 12, second for 5. That's a full toss hit, but not with any great power, just the 1 run, but Francis will be on strike now. So the current run rate is above the required run rate, so they'll be confident. Losing that wicket of Akil for 36, but he did his job. This is going down to the wire. 29 balls left. 37 runs needed. Still anyone's game. But I feel as long as Mahesh Francis is out there, it'll be Imakemi all the way. So using his feet, but he'll get the single. A little bit of pressure maybe building on him after Akil's wicket, and that he'll have to do most of the scoring. Mithun Tilina, he needs to help Mahesh. To help Mahesh out. If we can get a boundary, I think that will take a lot of pressure out from Francis. Dot balls will not help the pressure because you're having guy who's having an injury but batting out there on 62. Someone needs to help him, show that I will finish this as long as you're there. That's a full toss. That's hit. That's the boundary they needed. Like I said, Mithun Tilna, now pressure off Mahesh Francis. Look at the face. He is with a smile. Because if he can get some support from the other end, I'm sure he will see this through. That was a very important boundary. Give a lot of confidence to Mithun as well. 32 from 26. 2 deliveries left in the over. Just to hit the cover of the ball, misses it completely. Kalinga Maholone Mahalanagi. That's bowled him, yorked him basically. I think the umpire was having a chat. Yes, there we see playing over it and the ball crashing into the stumps. Like I said, still anyone's game. Mithun Tilna gone for 6 off 6 with 1 boundary. It's 127 for 5. Amila De Silva, the skipper, walks in. I think no better person to be at the wicket at this moment. Skipper to take it on himself. 32 from 24. 16 done. Francis on strike. 8 runs over from here on. Not impossible. Gettable. Goes down on the run knee. Sweeps it. Will have get the one. He's not moving freely, so it'll be just one. Oh, this is sloppy. It is so sloppy. They just gave the man on 62 a single and they overthrow it. No words. That is a comedy of errors. Oh, that was a chance. Threw it wide, threw it up. Keeper misses it. Interesting to see whether he got pat or was it given as buys. No, it was off the bat. So that's what deceived the wicket keeper. If not, that might have been curtains. Mahesh Francis needs to be there till the end. That is not going to help the dot ball. Needs to get Francis on strike, or at least needs to hit that boundary. Goes big off the bat onto the pad. And this is absolutely sloppy work. Just giving away runs, throwing it underarm, wicket keeper not collecting the ball, no one backing up, and another run conceded. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, my. This is a comedy of errors by SAGT. That's played nicely, but they'll get just the one run. Well, one man limping his way to 65. Menez got 3 of 3 thanks to that bit of sloppiness. Goes big. That might be close. Yes, that's given. Dilshan, did you just win this match for your team? Gets the prize wicket. Finishes his spell off. That was going nowhere other than onto the stumps. Feeling the pressure. Very good innings comes to an end. Mahesh Francis take about 65 of 43, 10 fours. So with the injury walking back. Tarango Fernando, the new batsman, coming in now. So one of these have to go. 18 deliveries left, 26 runs, still gettable. 6 wickets down. Number 7 and 8 at the wicket. Skipper is there. Can he take it upon him? Kalinga coming on for his final over. Smashes it into the covers. What was that fielder doing? They're just running all over. Not picking up the ball. Maybe didn't see it. 2 runs there. Everything happening here. Sometimes it becomes a comedy of errors. They got 2. So 24 now of 17. A boundary here. Oh, gets a bottom edge, but luckily the keeper gets a hand to it. It's up with 1. Tarango Fernando also left-hander, so two left-handers now. Can one of them find the boundary? No, straight back to the bowler. That's good. Bowling wicket to wicket. Still interesting. Said in the fight after that important wicket that they got. The most experienced spinner getting it. So that's another wicket. There we see that, yes, trying to swing across the line. And then man from short third picking up another catch. Tarango Fernando doesn't trouble the scorers, walking back after 2 deliveries. Carling has picked up his second, and it's 136 for 7. Kevindu has come to the crease. He cut ahead 4 wickets. Kevindu, Cody Carr, Willie B. Oh, another left-hander. So this is lots of left-handers. See, 82 the strike rate, averaging 12. Highest runs 24. How would they would love to have that 24 now. Full toss, driven down. There is a fielder there. It'll be just the 1 run. Just running away a bit with those wickets. Not only the wicket, it also is a dot ball. So 10.15. What is on the mind will be the 22 of 13. Need a boundary and need it fast. That one again. Oh, that's straight to point. Straight to the point fielder. The 22 of 12. 18 overs done. It's 137 for 7.
In the heart of Colombo, where dreams...
So 11 in each over. Well, it'll be really interesting if they can get 11 or 12 in that next over. There's going to be a lot of pressure on the last over then. Giving the Kodikar on strike. This is the time the edgers count. Bandara Tisanaika, the skipper, 2 for 14 of his 3 is done well. That's hammered on one knee over the top. Yes, is that gone the distance? Yes, it has. My word. Another twist in the tail. Connected well. The fielder was up in the circle. The mid-on fielder. And now 16 of 11. Now pressure on the fielding side again. This is swinging from side to side. Play and a miss. The problem here is now they're trying to go hard at the ball, hit it at hazards. Can you need to play smart cricket now? Watch where the ball is and try to just get at least a single. Try to run it down there. No point in hitting the cover of the ball if you're going to find the fielders. There again. Again, that's given as a wide. Yes, it is. Wide outside the off stump. Again, just needs to. Yes, that was clearly a wide. Batsman was not going anywhere. 15 of 10. How exciting can this get? Okay, just get some bat on ball outside the off stump. Just to see where the third man fielder is. If he's on the boundary or is he in the circle. That's well bowled. You're going to try to go over the top again. Had the mid-on in the circle, which means so now the mid-on has gone back to long on. So maybe that the fine leg, the third man is up in the circle. Or is it the fine leg because he's bowling outside the off stump? Maybe third man is on the boundary. This time he gets hold of it. Oh, that is a mistake on the fielding side. Look where he is. He's not on the boundary. He's not either way. Just over his head. Crashes into the fence. What was he thinking? Oh, yes, misjudged it. Well, if he stayed on the boundary, he could have taken it with his eyes closed. 11 of 8. This game going from side to side. Well. How interesting can this get? Kevin, 11 of 5. He is dealing in 6s and 4s. Walks into it, gets an edge. Running down to the boundary. It will. Yes, I told you that fielder is up in the circle. Now, when favor of him in Emakemi again. Gave him the charge. Cut that edge. Seven of 7. Now it's just a matter of cat and mouse game. Just get the singles. Don't need to do anything rash because the fielding side has erred. They're going to just throw at the stumps. Kane gets it. This time they'll have one and they won't mind it. Kevin will keep the strike. Skipper will be happy to watch from the other end. It's moved to 16 off 7 and 19 done. It's 153 for 7. 6 balls remaining, 6 runs to get. That's what's needed. 6 off 6. What is Kevin thinking? Just needs one ball to clear the ropes, or is he just going to knock it around and get the singles? Don't need to do anything silly. Just need to make sure you get those runs. Don't want to just throw your wicket away here. Should be Kevin on strike. He took that single. Pudika Pradeep. Just the 6 runs needed. Not easy to defend 6 in 6 deliveries. He'll need to pick up a wicket here and get that new batsman to come and face the music. Taking a long time here. Umpire not happy. Into overtime, sure. Well. Dot ball that was close to a wide, but just inside that tramline. Yes, that was pretty close to a wide. Be careful. Now they get the single they need. Looking for the second. And they are going for it. That's poor fielding. Field on the boundary. May have fallen asleep there. To sit straight to him. That's good running. That dot ball at the start has been negated. They've got the 2. So 4 off 4. Still anyone's game. I'm going with Imakemi. That's ball very slow. The batsman also read it, but just couldn't get back on ball. See how slow that was. Had the presence of mind to keep his foot in. Still no pressure because one hit to the boundary and the game is done. This time using his feet and they get oh, what on earth are you thinking, mate? Long barrier through the legs. How did that ball go through? My word. What a way to lose this game. The 2 batsmen cannot imagine. SAJT, you lost it for yourselves. My word. Look at that. Look at that. Don't think he will want to see that long barrier. Sorry to say, but your coach will be tearing his hair off. I never thought you to do long barrier like that. What a game. What a game that had been. Pressure. And SAGT just couldn't handle it. Their fielding lost the game for them. End of the day, all smiles. Very good game. Even though getting 22, picked up wickets for his team and doing the needful when it really needed. 22 of 11. Skipper was there to guide them. He was on 6 of 6. 2 balls to spare. Get the target. Players shake hands. This was a very exciting game. Handled well by the two on-field umpires. It took a little bit of extra time, but this happens when it's a close game. Let's look at the batting card. First 3 wickets went cheaply. Then Mahesh Francis came to the party. 65 of 43, batting with an injury towards the end of the innings. Akhil 36 gave him very good support of 34. Look at that innings, just the 2 sixers in this 20-over game. Lots of fours. And then we had Kevin Kodikar getting a 22 of 11 to seal the game, with skipper being not out on 6. Just 9 extras. 19.4 was 159, which was required, and they got the 159 for 7. Let's have a look at the bowling. Well, wicket takers Bandara Disanayake 2 for 30. Thamika Kumara 1 for 21. Bandara bowling 13 dot balls. That is something that is really valuable. Dilshan getting 2 for 24, 9 dot balls, and Kaling getting 2 for 27, also 9 dot balls. The wickets went early. 3 went for 19, and then there was a massive partnership of 101, and then on close. But end of the day, for 36 to 59, that partnership was very valuable. 159 for 7. We'll take a look at the highlights. Start, but then 3 quick wickets. That was the first. It was a good shot there. The boundary is coming. Then wicket number 2 and wicket number 3. 90 for 3 at that time. Dead and buried. Then there was a revival. 101 runs. Francis scoring to all parts of the ground. Played those switch hits, reverse sweeps, sweeping, cutting, pulling. There we see. Giving good support. Sometimes a little bit cheeky. There we see. Moving around in his crease. Lucky to get those, but I think overall the fielding is what really let SJGT down. That was his half century. There we see those fielding lapses. Those are not acceptable. You cannot grounds like this. That was that vital wicket. Another one was then set apart, and then that one was it brought SJGT back into the game. Another one quickly, but then Kevin had other ideas. This was another mistake, a bad mistake there, that could have turned the game in that favor. Then that edge, and then how could this go through? I just can't believe it. Look at the smile on the face. Winning by 3 wickets. We'll have a look at the match summary. Interesting, because the Imam captain said he was willing to chase 180. They restricted them to 158. Dhanachita Krishan getting 42. Dinesh Tamira 25 and Kalinga to 18. Kevindu 4 for 26. From his 4, Amila 2 for 30 and Sanjula 1 for 38, and in return 159 for 7. My Francis getting to 65, Akhil 36, but that man Kevindu with his 4 wickets and that 22 of 11 made sure that they won this game by 3 wickets. Bandar Disanayake 2 for 30. Ishan 2 for 24 and Kaling 2 for 27. Couldn't do the damage. The fielding let them down. Imakemi winning by 3 wickets. And that's the end of this Sunday's cricket. And we'll be back again next week on Saturday and Sunday for this tournament. Thank you and good night.